just what do students have to say about the Rec Sportsplex's recent award? I'm outside the Florida State College of Arts and Sciences, where 2 new undergraduate degree programs are being developed for the fall semester of 2010. Though the finished look is always perfectly polished and not a page is out of place, the process of getting there can be a labor of love. But why zinc? Well, zinc has long been established as an important part of many essential biochemical processes like cell division. However, zinc's exact role in these processes has never been crystal clear. And the Daniels family truly did get everything and the kitchen sink. The cherry on top of an amazing day, Work Done presented Daniels with a $5,000 check for down payment assistance on her new home. Reporting for Florida State Headlines, I'm Morgan Shepard. Florida State special teams teammates Dustin Hopkins and Sean Powell are one of the top kicking tandems in the country. Dustin's up for the Lou Groza Award for the nation's best place kicker, and Sean's up for the Ray Guy Award for the nation's best punter. But I found out what really makes these two so special is the close bond they share on and off the field. Another trait shared by Davidus and Professor Hawkwater is their ability to sink shots. One time before a game, Davidus invited his professor down to the court to shoot around with some of the players, and Hawkwater didn't disappoint. Last season, E.J. Manuel got his feet wet in both ACC and bowl games, and during that time, he found a pregame ritual that works for him. And Reed also has the skills on the field to merit a blue shirt during practice, a jersey usually reserved for quarterbacks. To football fans, Dustin Hopkins and Sean Powell are known for being potent forces on Florida State's special teams, but to their friends and teammates, they're known for being, well, just plain special. This August, head football coach Jimbo Fisher and his wife Candy went public with news about a serious personal matter. Their youngest son Ethan had been diagnosed with a very rare blood disease called Fanconi anemia, or FA.
4 months ago, we'd never heard the words Fanconi anemia, and it's not something that you ever want to hear. And my first instinct was, like anybody else, to go home and Google it. And you don't find very promising things if you do that.
That's because FA is a life-threatening disease for which there is no cure. Since it only affects 1 in 131,000 children, federal funding is hard to come by. So, Coach Fisher and his wife decided to do something about it. They started the Kids First Fund to raise awareness and support for the terrible disease.
In the beginning, we were very private about what was going on with our family, and then we decided it was a call to action for us and we needed to do something to try to help find a cure for this disease and fund research. And you know, if we could help in any way, then, you know, at least we knew we'd done everything we could to help our son, not only our son, but, you know, every child who's been diagnosed with this disease.
The Kids First Fund's current campaign is aptly named On a Quest for a Cure. Since all patients with FA eventually suffer bone marrow failure and need a transplant, the campaign is really pushing for people to join the National Bone Marrow Registry, something the Florida State football team has already done.
We have a unity council, which is like some of the leaders on the team. We all got together and we were like, you know, maybe this is something we could do.
It's something you don't want to turn down, and just being able to help somebody like that, you know, just gives you a good feeling. And so immediately when he asked me, I did it, and I was proud of it.
Football players are known for having a tough, poker face-like exterior, but bring up 6-year-old Ethan Fisher, and they're more than likely to crack a smile.
His mom, Miss Candy, tells me, like, you know, me and him were just the same when we were the same age. He's a competitive kid, hates losing. He's a great athlete, and you know, he's probably the cutest kid I've ever seen. He's a great kid.
Me and Ethan are really close. Really close. We sit together, go into games. He'll come sit with me on the plane sometimes, and he's just part of as much of this team as any of the other players. And so, anything that we can do as a team, as a family, we try to do. And Ethan's a special kid, man. Not just because of what he has going on. He's a tough kid, a lot of people don't know.
Candy and Jimbo Fisher have emphasized the fact that their fight to find a cure for FA is a family battle, and the football team is part of that family. Not only have the players joined the registry, but some were even at the press conference to support the Fishers when they first made their announcement to the world.
And the players have, you know, they've embraced our family, and, you know, which is not surprising because, you know, we're all part of the Seminole family, so it's, you know, we take care of each other, we watch out for each other.
We will try, you know, as much as we can and whatever we need to get awareness out there for it.
Bone marrow drives will be held at the upcoming FSU home games against Miami and Virginia. And the quest for a cure continues. For Seminole Sports Magazine, I'm Morgan Shepard. Clothing, accessories, hair, makeup. This photo shoot fitting has the look of a magazine run by experienced professionals. That's why you might be surprised that these stylists are students working for Florida State University's fashion magazine, Clutch.
The students do all the work themselves, including the model casting. They write the copy, they do the graphics, they shop for the printers, they have it, taken to a printer and printed.
Storyboards, pictures, etc.
Florida State students started Clutch magazine in 2006 with the help of the Collegiate Merchandising Association, making Florida State the first public university to produce a fashion publication.
I couldn't have had this opportunity on any other campus. My college career would have looked something totally different than this if I'd gone anywhere else. They're fully edited, but I still have to go in an airbrush.
Clutch is composed of a board of 17 student directors with positions in everything from fashion to PR to bookings. The real-world experience and creative control Clutch offers students is one of its major draws.
My favorite part of working with the magazine is definitely just getting that feel on how, kind of like when you grow up, how the real magazine industry is going to be. It really does feel good to have an experience and know that you're actually putting it together yourself and that it's not adults kind of telling you what to do. It really is just such a creative aspect, and it really is whatever you want to do, you can put it together and it will actually turn into a spread.
A new issue of Clutch magazine goes to press every spring and fall semester. Though the finished look is always perfectly polished and not a page is out of place, the process of getting there can be a labor of love.
I rarely sleep. It's all of us. All of us put so much effort into this that it's a lot of personal sacrifice, and it's completely worth it. It's not your normal magazine.
It's so awesome to see all the hard work we've put in for the past couple weeks, to see it come to life and see it right here in front of me. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears is definitely worth it. FSU's fashion magazine, it's free.
Clutch, unlike many other fashion magazines, comes to readers without a price tag, thanks to the support of local businesses that pay for ad space and provide clothes for the shoots. For the fall 2010 issue alone, local retailers loaned Clutch about $42,000 worth of clothes.
To have that trust, to have, Dillard's and Sick Boy Vintage and Buckle have that trust in us is such a blessing.
I love the pictures.
The editorial shoot turned out so good.
That trust from vendors doesn't come without reason. This eye-catching magazine has impressed even professionals in the fashion industry.
Any of my retailers that come and visit campus, when we show them this magazine that our students actually produce themselves, they are, blown away by it.
Clutch magazine is one accessory that all fashionistas at Florida State need in their closets. Reporting for Florida State Headlines, I'm Morgan Shepard.